Everything your program creates disappears when it stops running. Files in JSON give your data a permanent home so it survives between sessions. In this lesson, you will learn to read and write files, work with JSON for structured data, and process CSV for real-world data pipelines. By the end, you will be able to save, load, and transform data like a real data engineer. Let us start with the basics of file handling. You open a file with the open function. Choose a mode like R for reading or W for writing, and always close it when you are done. But here is the thing. Manually closing files is risky because errors can skip the close call. The with statement solves this by automatically closing the file for you, even if something goes wrong. For reading, you have three options. Read grabs the entire file as one string. Readlines gives you a list of lines, and iterating line by line is the most memory-efficient choice for large files. When writing, remember that W mode overwrites everything, while a mode appends to the end. Choosing the wrong one can accidentally erase your data. Now for structured data, JSON is the standard. Python's JSON module gives you dumps and loads for working with strings, and dump and load for working directly with files. The S at the end stands for string. JSON maps perfectly to Python types. Dictionaries become objects, lists become arrays, and true, false, and none convert to true, false, and null automatically. For tabular data like spreadsheets, CSV is the go-to format. Python's CSV module with DictReader lets you access each row by column name instead of index, which makes your code much more readable. The real power comes when you combine these tools into a data pipeline. Read from a CSV, transform and filter the data, and write the results as JSON. This pattern is the backbone of real-world data processing. And finally, always remember that CSV values are strings by default. You need to convert them to int or float before doing any math, or you will get unexpected results. And that is a wrap on file, I/O, and JSON. You have learned to read and write files safely, work with JSON for structured data, and process CSV files in data pipelines. These skills connect your programs to the outside world, letting you persist data, exchange information, and build real applications. If you want to keep learning, head over to keke.com, where you can take the full interactive Python course for free.